Hi everyone. So student refusals are on the rise. Sometimes there are days where I have three appointments for student visa refusals. Now it's pretty bad, isn't it? Several appointments a day, several contacts a day in regards to student visa refusals. You really need to think hard before you apply for a student visa these days. What program have you chosen? Which student visa is it? I mean, is it your first, your second, your third temporary visa? Did you have a 408 before? Did you have a 485 before? There's no direct ban from lodging for a student visa from a 485 or a 408, but they are more skeptical about it. What's the course that you have chosen? Is it English? That's not too good. Is it a higher education course? Is it a bachelor's? Is it a master's? Remember, for all the students that have studied before, can be a master's or Ph.D. only. For those after school, yeah, you can do diploma, advanced diploma, or bachelor's. And then what's the subject? What's the course? Have you applied to do welding? Can you prove that you will go back home and be a welder and earn good money compared to what a welder earns in Australia? Do you think that's going to work? So plenty of questions you need to ask yourself. Plenty of questions. We have had an excellent win at the Administrative Appeals Tribunal for a student visa that was refused to a person who was planning to be a cook or a chef. The applicant was from Nepal. But look, it's all circumstance-based. The applicant had excellent travel history, had previous work experience, so the course aligned with the previous work experience, did not have prior study, so had only school as a background, had family commitments back at home, so what kind of there were factors, there were people who were waiting for them at home. So a range of things that helped us procure a student visa for that person. But it's not always like this. We're not always successful. And of course, we want to help you as much as we can, but certain decisions will depend on course choice. Certain decisions will depend on your previous career. Certain decisions will depend on how much time you've actually spent in Australia already. Or if you're applying from offshore, what's your travel history? What's your financial standing? Do you have a sponsor? Are you sponsored by parents, or do you pay for your studies on your own? How did you earn your money? How much do you have? Etc. It's a luxury to study in Australia these days. It's very, very expensive. And remember, we are on a downward migration trajectory. We're going down in terms of migration numbers, not up. So getting a win is expensive. Getting a win is hard. And unfortunately, that's the most disappointing thing. Getting a win, either with the primary decision maker, that is the Case Officer of Home Affairs for student visa, and the department, an Administrative Appeals Tribunal is a secondary decision maker. Both of these institutions is really hard. But, of course, the Administrative Appeals Tribunal is more receptive to evidence. It's more receptive to our submissions. They read better. They analyze. They understand. They consider evidence better than the Department of Home Affairs. So maybe you'll have some luck there with a bit of help. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you. See you.